Imagine being the richest nation on Earth, literally swimming in silver. Your galleons cross the Atlantic loaded with billions in treasure from a single mountain. You own half the world. Kings bow, popes borrow from you. Then, in less than a century, you're bankrupt, not once, but 5 times. Your industries die, your people starve while nobles party, your invincible armada sinks. The greatest empire since Rome crumbles into irrelevance. This is the story of Spain in the 1500s and 1600s, the empire that discovered a $5 trillion silver jackpot and blew it all. The ultimate resource curse, and the brutal lesson America learned to turn wealth into lasting power in 2025. Stay till the end. The final twist will make you see every dollar differently. 1545. A lone indigenous miner on Cerro Rico, Rich Hill in modern Bolivia, strikes silver. Potosí becomes the largest silver deposit in history. By 1600, it produces 80% of the world's silver, 160,000 tons over 2 centuries, $5 trillion in today's money. Spanish galleons sail home groaning under the weight. Madrid's treasury overflows. Charles V and Philip II become the most powerful monarchs in Europe. Spain owns the Netherlands, Italy, parts of France, the Philippines, half the Americas. Gold from Mexico adds cream. The Spanish dollar, the Real de Ocho, becomes the world's first global currency. Merchants from China to London accept it. Spain's GDP, 25% of the entire planet's economy, more wealth than Rome at its peak. But money isn't power if you don't know what to do with it. The silver doesn't stay in Spain, it floods Europe. Prices quadruple in 100 years, the price revolution. Bread in Madrid costs 4 times more in 1650 than 1550. Wages lag, the poor riot. Spain imports everything. Cloth from England, ships from Holland, weapons from Germany. Why produce when silver buys it cheaper? Spanish farmers abandon fields, artisans close workshops, the economy hollows out. This is Dutch disease before the Dutch, resource wealth killing real industry. Nobles live like kings on rents. The king spends like there's no tomorrow, and there's a lot of tomorrow to pay for. Philip II, the prudent king, inherits the jackpot, but prudence isn't his strong suit. Wars everywhere. Against the Ottoman Turks at Lepanto, win but expensive. Against England, the Spanish Armada, 1588, 130 ships, $10 billion modern cost, sunk by Storm and Drake. Against the Dutch Revolt, 80 years of bleeding money. Against France, silver pays mercenaries, builds fleets, bribes allies. Philip borrows from Genoese bankers at 40% interest. When silver shipments delay, pirates, storms, he defaults. First bankruptcy, 1557, under Charles V. Philip adds 4 more, 1575, 1596, 1607, 1627. Each time, lenders forgive debt for new loans. Spain becomes Europe's ATM. Silver arrives, flows out to pay foreign creditors and suppliers. Let's calculate the curse. Potosí and Mexican mines produce 150,000 to 200,000 tons of silver, 1,500 to 1,800. At $2,500 per ounce in 2025, $5 to $7 trillion, enough to buy the modern GDP of France and Germany combined. What did Spain do with it? Built Escorial Palace, funded Inquisition, paid foreign armies, imported luxury. No investment in factories, education, navy maintenance. Spanish wool industry dies, cheaper English cloth. Shipbuilding moves to Holland. By 1700, Spain is poor, backward, dependent. Population stagnates while England and France grow. The silver that made them rich made them lazy. Classic resource curse. Silver appreciates the currency, makes exports expensive. Spanish goods can't compete. Farmers switch to subsistence. Cities empty as people flee taxes. Nobles exempt from work, Hidalgo pride. The king taxes the poor harder to pay debts. Rebellions in Catalonia, Portugal secedes 1640. The empire fractures. Spain loses the Netherlands, Portugal's colonies. By Bourbon reforms in 1700, it's too late. France and England, poorer in resources, invest in trade, science, navy. They win the long game. Now, 2025, America has its Potosí, oil, tech, innovation. Texas shale, Silicon Valley, Wall Street. We produce wealth, but we reinvest. Oil money funds highways, universities. Tech profits build AI, space. Unlike Spain, we tax billionaires, fund R&D. Spain wasted silver on wars and palaces. We spend on infrastructure, defense, education. Result? 28 trillion GDP, 25% of world GDP, just like Spain once. Spain had no central bank, king-controlled money. We have the Fed, independent, targets growth. Spain imported everything. We export iPhones, movies, planes. Dutch disease? We fight it with policy. CHIPS Act 2022 brings manufacturing home. Spain let industries die. We subsidize them back. Spain borrowed at 40%. We borrow at 4 to 5% because trust. $35 trillion debt sounds Spanish. China challenges with manufacturing, but we innovate. AI adds 15T by 2030. Spain got lazy. We work harder. Lesson? Wealth is a curse if wasted, blessing if invested. Mind blower? Smash like. Comment, could America fall to a resource curse? Subscribe. Next, Mongol paper money disaster. Follow the money, America. Stay winning.